Welcome back. You're watching Rise and Shine. We're in conversation with Dr. Vipula Wanigasekera, talking about the spiritual journey on a day like today, which is Poson Full Moon Poya Day. So going back to the topic and what we've been talking about, what's the importance of having a spiritual seeker or being a freedom seeker?
Yes, that's the second aspect that I was going to explain with the advent of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. First one was the mundane benefits. I mean, if you are able to extend loving kindness and compassion, you can see the benefits immediately. So that's the mundane. And then you have what they call lokotara or supramundane. I don't like the word supra. It gives a kind of a connotation that you are above. It's not so. But supramundane means that what is available in Dhamma for those who are looking at life and existence from a different perspective. Is there any other way of looking at this? Or the people who have understood that this suffering is something that is inevitable, it follows you wherever you go. Of course you have happiness from time to time, but at the end you cannot avoid getting old and getting sick, and then eventually you will go. So apart from that, then this all this stress, anxiety, worries, with which you have to. So at some point of time, there is this curiosity. I mean, I myself, I was young like you all, when I used to attend some of these discussions way back in the 80s, and even when I was learning Dhamma, there was a few things that they say if you are ready, the teacher will appear. That's what the Dhamma says, and a few things like. Some of these gurus like Alec Robertson, Dr. Vipula Wanigasekera, and they used to discuss, and I used to go and listen like a young lad. And they were saying, yes, there are thoughts, but there is no thinker. Things like that. It's very radical. So I was wondering, what do they mean, thoughts without the thinker? And then later I saw it, even Mark Twain had written this in one of the books he had, the philosopher. And, the you, me, the world, everything is just a thought. What does it mean? So it's not really something that you can understand through knowledge. It's something different. And that's how a spiritual seeker begins in this journey. And what is generally advocated by Buddhism is that you start with zero. And if you are tied up with something already, you may be well belonging to a religion or some faith, it doesn't matter, but just leave that for a while and test your own experience. And that is all you have. Everything else is a belief. And Buddha has mentioned several times, you go into your thoughts and see whether there is anything that is permanent, and go into your feelings and Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, and see whether you can find anything stable, anything permanent in that. And that's how you begin. And also this is not a knowledge that can be given to another. You can't impart this And a lot of people have this tendency to understand Dhamma like, I conduct meditation sessions for tourists, which is a project that I started some time back, and which I do as a passion. And a lot of people call me and said, can I join your meditation class? Now, meditation class means you sit, you study, and then you gain something. It's not so. As I used to say, no, I don't have a class. I use the word meditation because there is no other word, which can replace that. But it's dealing with yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And then it's an inward journey. You turn your attention to yourself. It's completely different to what we do in the human model. So that's how one should begin with this spiritual journey, if you have that sincere curiosity in you. If you're not genuine, don't even start this.
And also, one might have a question now, okay, if I'm to start the spiritual journey, how am I supposed to find the right teacher? That's the next question they will come across with.